All right, all right, brothers, we live. You want me to break us in, Squad? What you got?
Oh, you could bring it in.
All right. Hey, first and foremost, we're gonna give our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh,
Shem,
Bashem,
Yahusha,
Osai,
Shem,
Bashem, Rachah Kwadash. All right. Hey, people putting disrespects on the name, so we gotta say it. Yahweh, the only true, powerful, and holy name of who people ignorantly refer to as God. Yahweh Shai. Likewise manner, his only begotten son has one name, Yahweh Shai. You know, Spirit, the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash, literally translated Spirit Holy, but Hebrew is from right to left, Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles. There was a great millstone and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the elect. I got the Baltimore elder, the brothers, and just through the spirit, it's so much to talk about, and pretty much we coming to an end of the Lord's word getting out there. And us brothers say it all the time, especially me, I'm a younger brother, and I've been saying it for years. All right, well, the Lord is gonna shut our mouths and take us off the street corners and blah blah blah. But through the spirit, because everything is spiritual, it has spiritual connotations. This movie that came out, Leave the World Behind. It had very spiritual connotations, and the Lord will put the visions on these directors and these Hollywood producers and everything like that to really portray something that is really going to go on, but we can read the spiritual annotations of it, if that makes sense. And just real fast, I'm gonna bring out the definition of what is it? Predictive programming.
God, I got a precept real quick before
Do
we
your thing.
it's gonna bring us right into the, because looking at that movie, who else is gonna be saved? But to reiterate, to retouch on the name, the importance of it. Because in that time, you're gonna need Yahweh Shemiel Shah to make it out of and make it to the point where you're gonna leave this world behind.
That's right, bro.
It's Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Yahweh Shemiel Shah.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't gonna be able to call on Jesus Christ, Buddha, any of those other gods in that day. You're
Oh
gonna be
man.
what? You're gonna be left behind.
Oh man. And, I'm gonna get this. I believe it's in Jeremiah 2. But the Lord, all throughout the scriptures, the Lord basically was playing with these people. Like, all right, hey, in that day, call on your gods to see if they're real. Call, say, call on your idols to get you out of perils. Hey, Elder, if you got something, I gotta look for this one. I think it's in it's everywhere, but the one I want is in Jeremiah 2, I believe.
Judges 10 and 13 is a good one.
Yep, Judges 10 and 13 and 14. Yep. I actually start with that.
Yeah, read that.
Okay. And we're going to the book of Judges, chapter 10, and I'm gonna start at verse 13. All right. And it reads, "Yet ye have forsaken me and served of the gods."
Right. And 2/3 of our people, they forsaken the Lord and serve other gods. From mainly Christianity and Islam, Buddha, just being an atheist and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Worshiping themselves, money, women, and all these different things. So the Lord, he said off the scripture, you have forsaken me and served other gods. Read on.
Okay. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14.
Right. So that's why our people in the condition they in. And you can't save them. That's why it says what? Therefore, I'm not going to deliver you no more. You know what I mean? And these traps that Esau set up and the way Esau take advantage of our people in these other nations, the Lord is not delivering from their circumstances, their infirmities, and that mainly stick to Jake and all that. The Lord's not delivering them from these conditions. And it's funny. A lot of things to get delivered from these conditions, you can have the remedy, you can have the cure for something, or you could know what to do to get rid of certain infirmities or to get rid of like Nas, he said, so many ways out the hood, but no signs stay out, right? So you could, it's so many ways to beat the ghetto or beat this and that. But if the Lord don't give you the spirit or which gives you the discipline to override it or overcome it, you're not going to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like you tell somebody, yo, I got the cure for cancer, I know what to do. They're not going to do it. Even if you told them you had the fucking cure. Why? Because they don't, it all goes back to faith. It's all about saying, fuck this world, I believe what the Lord said. Because it's like, all right, if I start taking these herbs and follow this type of diet, you saying my cancer could be cured. I'm like, yeah, you like, yeah. You know what I mean? So, but they don't believe. So, because deep in their mind, like, who the fuck is you? You're not a doctor. Now, if you're some type of intelligent person, or they got a respect for you, deep in their mind, like, if the doctor not saying it, it's going to be hard to believe. And if I stop taking what he's giving me and start doing what you said and start praying to the Lord and focusing on the Lord and asking the Lord for strength, that's a whole total faith thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that people is not, like, you can actually tell somebody, take 4 of these pills a day, cancer go away. Or you can tell somebody that,
hey, Shalom, hey, Elder. YouTube kind of like strict on that medical and I just got a strike. So, hey, keep going. That's a beautiful point, but like certain.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to word it. And this is, a disclaimer. We're not medical practitioners. We're not telling you to take this. We just hypothetically speaking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not. This is not medical advice.
And also, in your description, put that in there, not giving any when you add it into your description. That way they can't. Nah, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to start doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just speak more coded, but give it when people can understand. Right? So people don't have faith based off of, you do like, do this and do that and you could be good. Right? They don't have faith. They just believe what Esau tells them. They trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
So it all goes back. It all goes back to faith. And like I was gonna give an example. I know a guy, he got cancer in the throat, but he still smokes cigarettes. And it's like, yo, I asked him, like, yo, how the fuck you got throat cancer? and they really expect to be fucking healed. And I was like, yo, he said, nah, the doctor said I could smoke, I just gotta cut down. I was like, wow. He said, yo, the doctor still said I can have like 1 or 2, I just gotta cut down.
That's crazy.
I was like, wow, because in my mind, I was amazed, like, yo, the Lord, and that's the lack of fear from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You defile the temple. You're picking up a custom of the heathens, the East Indians. Yeah. Know what I mean? And you fucking puffing fucking Newports and you know how many chemicals in that shit? And you got throat cancer. So even if I did, try to give him wisdom and help, better his situation to a degree, he wouldn't even, he don't even have the strength from the spirit from Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Self-destructive.
That's right.
So you can't save these fucking people, man. That's why I finished that scripture though.
Verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen.
Yeah, go and cry to the gods that you have chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And let them deliver you.
Yep.
In the time of your tribulations, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's ultimately as an individual, because you gotta understand the Lord judges as a nation and he judges as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was just mentioning was individual shit, but when Jacob's trouble comes, that's a nation's judgment.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But the elect won't get caught up in it, but delivered out. But the Lord also saying, as a nation, when that judgment comes, cry unto them gods for your individual problems, and cry unto those gods from when I plagued the whole nation and sent curses, mainly under Jacob's trouble, and had them delivered.
That's
But
right.
nah, none of y'all got it though.
Yo, I got some lyrics to a song, right?
Con, I
'Cause
got
he was talking about the dude. Oh, my bad.
oh yeah, let me finish this the verse, bro. Real
Oh,
fast.
come.
Yeah, the rest of verse 14. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So yeah, hey, literally is Jacob's trouble, aka Jacob's tribulation, and the scriptures also say that the Lord is going to start judging at his people first, pretty much. So how much more this heathen? Because they're totally through, but our people, we're really only focused on them because it's like when you think about it, when the destruction coming, you don't really think about any other heathen except for Esau. You're like, all right, well, they're about. You don't even think about the regular Edomites. I know I don't. I think about the elites. You know what I'm saying? Getting snatched out of their bunkers and chains. You know what I'm saying? All these rest little heathens really like a spittle. You know, and it's crazy. The Lord's gonna start at His house first, man, and we're gonna see a lot of our people getting judged. You know,
Right.
You got it, bro.
Like he was saying, the dude with the throat cancer, and the doctor tell him he gonna smoke a little bit more. But this is sound, that's just the hard headedness of our people, right?
Yep.
But this is the lyric from the song "Fried Chicken" with Busta Rhymes and Nas. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat." He's talking about rapping about swine and other poisons that we take in as a people.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat this shit to death. Ain't that some shit? I'm gonna eat some shit until what I'm eating kills me, and I choose to do that. Why? Because I'm a nigga." And that's the mindset of a nigga. You tell them one, yeah, you gotta be fully persuaded in their own mind.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what, this shit killing me. Let me stop.
And another point, why would a doctor tell you to keep smoking? That's how you know.
Keep coming to him.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that the whole game is rigged, bro. Like the word doctor, we always go through it. The elders done brought it out. Doctor means to falsify when you doctor up something. So basically, the only thing they're gonna do is lead you to a medication. I don't want to go too far into it because
the second definition is to change or to make favorable to oneself.
Right. Yep. And you brought that out before, Elder. A couple months ago. You got it, brother.
No, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, man. And a lot of brothers have seen this movie, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I saw it when it first came out. I'm talking about like it was either Saturday night or Sunday, and I like I told you in the chat, brother Shamio, I couldn't even it was just all over the place. It was a slow build. You know what I'm saying? And I actually got to watch it over, man. I was watching. You know how you halfway watch a movie?
Yeah. I fell asleep towards the end.
Yeah.
The brother told me what happened. As far as Long Island, they was able to see the 5 barrels on fires.
You know what? I like the way they did that, right? Because the build up of the movie is like people going on with their regular, ordinary, everyday shit. So you're like, oh, it's just right. You'll lose attention to it. But the way they wrote that and built it up to the ultimate scenes, it's like, that's how the Lord doing it. Everything, everybody going on flood behavior, their normal routine, until the build up, and then it's gonna be too late.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful point, bro. I never thought about that. That's the same way the Lord doing it, because it's been a slow build up thousands of years, right? Ever since they came out of the fucking caves and did doing what the fuck they're doing, it's been a slow build up, Yeah. I mean, to us, it's like, damn, these people been ruling for it ain't even been that long, but it's like what they did in that short amount of space. It's like, wow, hey, damn, that's a lesson right there I can do, man. That slow build up, man. That's a beautiful point, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch gears. Stay on the same topic. It's a quick article that I was checking out. I was actually gonna drop a video on, but the spirit now to bring it out. So it says, Putin urges Russian women to have 8 or more children amidst the soaring death in the Ukraine war. So it says, Vladimir Putin have urged Russian women to have 8 or more children and make large families the norm amid soaring numbers of casualties in the Ukraine war. Russia's birth rate has been steadily falling since the 90s, and the country has suffered more than 300,000 casualties since the start of the Ukrainian conflict, according to data maintained by Kiev, right? So, and that's just the number that's given out. There's casualties on both sides. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to say with Babylon. The Babylon fighting 2 war conflicts. They tapping into the Ukraine thing, and they tapping into Iran. You know, with Israel over there, they tapping into that. So there's casualties on both sides. So what? It's going to be a drag, you know. And the elites know the best way. Salaki, the best way to depopulate the earth is a war.
Yeah,
you know, because that war depopulates shit at phenomenal rates.
Yeah.
Without forgetting nuclear war, regular war. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Guns and machines going on. That shit kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
World War II with the baby boomers and all of that. But that shit, war kills a lot of people. So now the elites know we're going to set up this third World War III. It's going to be a nuclear war, and we're going to rise from the ashes. That's what they think. You know what I mean? Because they know all the little Mickey Mouse shit they doing with the sex dolls, the condoms, the gender wars, and all this shit. People still multiplying. So it's going to be real hard for them to depopulate the earth. So what they know is that ultimate weapon and the thing they can really use to depopulate the earth is a war, a nuclear war. Get dropped on both sides. Countries get wiped out, radiation, people die. They go in their bunkers, come out 50 years later and restart. But little do they know that Al Shah's going to take over at a certain point. But I just wanted to touch on that. So, you know what I mean? It's going to definitely be a drive. Could you give me that second for 16?
Hey, I got
they shall die in the wars, they shall mourn having no bridegrooms.
Yeah, I got one real fast. I got one real fast. My brother gets that one. All right. Hey, this is Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And just to add to your point, Elder, in addition to, like, you know, population control, these elites, they get exponentially richer after every world war. They get a bag. They make so much money, and it's like a reset to, like, the economy, pretty much the world economy after the World War, because whoever comes out on top after that World War, all right, that's the superpower. Whoever linked with them, they in on top. And you know, it's been NATO, EU, America.
Now go ahead, bro.
Oh, I'm good. That was it.
No, I was saying even people, everyday citizens that follow certain elites, you can make bread off of the stock market. Because once you find out what companies is buying what bullets, you're able to invest in that stock, even if it's low. So you wait for the stock to drop. Say you find out the weapons for Iran is the M4. They carry the M4. So you find out who made the M4 and you invest in stock in that. And you wait for the stock to drop, and then you wait for you buy in. Now this is not financial advice. Like you buy in. This is what they do though. Regular dudes, they buy in to the stock, right? When it's regular, the war has calmed down, but then they know it's going to flare back up, right? So they hold out. They don't trade off, and they wait till it turn back up, and bodies going to drop. When bodies drop, they need more bullets. They need more weapons. They need more weapons sent. So you buy into that company, and then the stock goes up. You make bread. You make bank.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with World War II. They needed copper. There was no more pennies around because they was taking the pennies, melting them down, making bullets.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, so like you said, it's big. It's like real big money and war, not just as far as the elites, just for the everyday motherfucker roaming around. But he just got to know inside information based upon certain things that was leaked, and they play with that stock market and make bank off of people dying, man.
That's right.
After the war and the destruction, then comes the cleanup. And companies like Halliburton come in and take over the rebuilding of the place.
Yeah, because after they bombed Iraq, Dick Cheney owns Halliburton. Halliburton got all the contracts to rebuild Iraq.
Mm.
Well, most of them. And you be like, who's the owner of Halliburton? It's Dick Cheney.
Mm.
I mean, so it's a whole fucking scam. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a beautiful point. Wow.
They bridegrooms shall mourn from having no husbands.
Yeah.
I think it's around like 32. You got something to share?
Oh no, I'm good. Hey,
I'm gonna bring this out, huh?
Do your thing, bro.
2 Ezra 16 and 33. I'm gonna start at 33. I'm gonna start at 32. And the earth shall be laid waste.
Right, because what? It's the earth shall be laid waste. People like from the pestilences, the plagues, people dying off, people staying in the house, people bug outs not wanting to come outside. They trapped on the computer. They in the matrix, the metaverse, and all of that. So the earth shall be laid waste. You know, the crops not growing, they plaguing, Monsantos and all of them. You know what I mean? So, and that's on multiple fronts, right? So the earth shall be laid waste,
and the fields thereof shall wax old.
Right, in the field, meaning there's going to be no more farmers. And one thing, the word husband means cultivator, like planter. And a person who plants and cultivates, right? Meaning it's not going to be no men left. There ain't going to be no men left. And it's going to tell you why. It's going to exactly tell you why. It's going to be cool.
And her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns.
Yeah, because it's like there's nobody there to take care of the earth and take care of the ground. And you go back, why won't the woman do it? Because they're not going to do it because it's going to be a certain time. First of all, women don't build society. Men build society. Right. Women enjoy society. 97% of the inventions was made by men. Very, very few or little women actually invented or created anything. You know what I mean? So, and that's not to shame them. It's just our different natures. Like a little girl, you would give her a Barbie doll. A little boy, you give him a Lego block. Showing that what you got to build, and you got to build your mind. You say your knowledge. Jake called it what building. You got to build your mind. You got to build your body. You got to build. Men build society. So this is what it's saying. It's going to be nobody to tend to the pipes and the infrastructure and all of that's going to be fucked up. Because first of all, women outnumber men. They say 7 to 1, but I think the number is a lot greater. You know what I mean? Women outnumber men. So once these men start dying off, and that's why we just read on what Putin's doing. You're like, man, y'all gotta start having these big ass families, like how Jake used to do back in the day. 13 cousins, 15, like grandma had 13 kids type shit like that. That's what Putin heard before, because he's like, yo, if this shit go on in the next, in his mind, the next decade or so, when they come to fighting age, like we can use them, like we need soldiers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, real fast, King Jong-un, he did a press conference or whatever they call it, and he was crying, like bawling, because of the low population of the North Koreans.
Oh no, but aren't they the ones that's limited to what? 1-2 child per household or some shit?
Yeah, I think so. And he's crying. He's crying about, like, he's on camera crying. I wish I could bring that video up, and he wants
to. If Putin was smart, man, he'd tell Jake to come over that bitch.
What? That's all you need. That's all you need. Cup of Jake. Hey.
Told me the second, let me pull it up. He pulled over like 120,000. Jenkins told me take 120,000 Jews into Egypt.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, girl. Told me the first.
Oh, he know how we get down. It said when we was in our captivity in Egypt, we procreated more, pretty much. You know, you hold a Jake down. You work a long, hard day. What you want to do, man? You go back to your woman and what? You know, do the thing, man.
It reads right here, as in the early 3rd century BC, there was a widespread diaspora of Jews in Egypt, because that's where you get the Alexandrian Jews from. A lot of people think that Halashah hit amongst Hamites when he ran into Egypt, but it was also Israelite communities in Egypt already. That's when you got the Alexandrian Jews, and that's when you get who helped Yahushua carry his cross. People think he was a Hamite, but he was actually from Northern Africa. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Damn, what's his name? But they like, oh, he a Gentile. Nah, he wasn't no Gentile. He was an Israelite farmer.
Simon
the
Cyrene.
Yeah, hey, I think that word Simeon goes back to what?
Shemaiah 1.
Simon goes back to helper or something like that.
I'm not sure.
Con. I'm speaking as a man from my bad memory, but yeah, yep.
Well, it says he took Jews into Egyptian towns and cities. And in Josephus' history, it claims that after Ptolemy I Soter took Judea, he led 120,000 Jews captive into Egypt from Judea, Jerusalem, Samaria, and Mount Gerizim. So there you go. So you better learn from your ancestors, man. Look, man, you grab some Jakes up. I mean, get thug over them, they gonna fuck your country up, but get thug over them niggas. You get your blue face in them guys, man, and get motherfucking crick knocking them niggas to slide through, man. Them niggas gonna get you some. They gonna bring it up.
For real.
Blue face.
Them niggas gonna bring it up. Now when you drop them in Moscow and St. Petersburg over that bitch, them niggas, you trying to get your population up, Jake gonna do it.
For real. And it wouldn't even take a lot of Jake. It wouldn't even take that many Jake, man. You put 50,000 Jake anywhere. Oh, that's
50,000.
Send them with some Hennessy and some honey packs.
Hennessy and honey pack.
Not the honey pack, bro. Yeah. From the gas station, not the one on the internet, the gas station.
You about to get shit out, man. You see all those big pop bellies, like, look at all these pop bellies. He's like, yeah, we about to air shit out. But no, that's what happened. All jokes aside, but that's showing you, like, back in that history, even he took some Israelites with him. He like, nah, we need some of these niggas, like, because they was going against the Seleucid Empire. So he was like, and Israel was like a cross point between each of them. But he was like, man, I need some Jakes in my town, man. And that's the same thing with football and these different leagues. They all, one of them got some Jakes and start winning. Then they're like, oh man, he's winning championships because he got blacks on his team, man. Shit, I need some niggas on my team. You know what I mean? To fight fire with fire. So and that's how all of that transpired and came about. Like, yo, y'all on that racist shit, nigga. You better get you some niggas or I'm gonna keep winning. You know what I mean? So that's what the other team started getting. That's gonna happen too with the NBA and all that, with letting the Decepticons come in. You know what I mean? The Transformers come in. Because you can't compete against, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, the coach over there, he got like 5 Joanna mans on his shit. Like he won like 7 championships back to back. He eat like how do we compete against this?
Right.
The only way to compete, we gotta get you some Joanna men.
Yeah.
And that's gonna push what women out masculine fields.
Yep.
Right? Because men is gonna be able to take back these fields through acting, dressing like women do. That was more.
Yes, a little bit more. It says, because no man shall travail therethrough. Verse 33, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom.
And they mourning down, right? Because like the whole LGBTQ thing, right? It's not enough men to go around. So a lot of these women are like sexually frustrated, right? Then the guys that are around, they weirdos. Like they video game playing geeks and nerds. I mean, they never got into a squabble. They never did a push-up. They don't know nothing about work. They don't got no edge to them. So women are like now totally turned, not the millennial generation we come from, but these Gen Zs and Generation Alpha, whatever they call them after that, like they like totally gone. So the woman that's coming up like this is what we supposed to have for a boyfriend. Like they offended. Like you want me to submit to him? Like hell no. Like so all of this is already happening at a phenomenal rate. So once the draft and all that shit comes back, like you shouldn't have no problem like finding some bots or getting no bots.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of simple like that now. If you're going out into the world vibing, chicks are flirt with you or like, you know, they see you a working man and some shit, they be on you quick. So how much more once is really no men around like that? Like Babylon, like, because in this new world, the technology is crazy. You know what I mean? With these conventional weapons, these drones and shit, like you can wipe somebody out quick. Forget like you hiding behind this and this, that Vietnam shit.
The trench warfare.
All that shit is bullshit. Yeah. These high power weapons that surround, like you got. I was checking out some of these weaponry. You got bullets. You got RIP bullets. They call them brick rounds. You got interceptor bullets. They like expand. You got bullets that can follow you, turn on and become smart bullets. You got smart bombs that land somewhere and dig a hole in the ground itself. Cluster bombs and all that. So people are going to be dying like look, like I said, fuck Vietnam. You know what I mean? They said one out of 4 soldiers in Vietnam came back in a body bag. But even then, it still took a period of time to get like that 25%, right? But in this World War III, it's going to be happening. They shot at the second Ezra's 5-1. They shall be taken in great. They shall be taken in great numbers. I'll pass it back on.
All right, Con. Can I bring something real fast?
Yeah, bring it up.
Con, hey, like you were saying, you know, basically all of these countries and these nations, they're putting their resources and everything into, you know, building weaponry for this third world war, man. And it's also gonna usher in the coming of our Lord and Savior. Like one of my favorite chapters, Second Esdras 13? I mean, yeah, Second Esdras 13, where it talks about the Lord or Sirach. Yeah. Or we can bring that out later if you want. But this is Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the wheat say, I am strong. So
that's you know, a plowshare and the pruning hook. Those weapons use the farm the land.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a spear and a sword is weapons of war. So what the Lord is saying is take money and don't invest it into your agriculture. Because every country needs to run off of its food, its agriculture, import, export. That's common. That's important. You know what I mean? But it's like, listen, fuck that, we going to war. That's kind of like, yo, you on a low level so Jay can understand we in the hood beefing, but you want to buy Avirex jackets and alligator shoes instead of buying boxes of bullets. Yo, we beefing. Remember that old D-Block joint said, He on a Locke's first album, We Are the Streets. He's clapping at you, making you dance. He's sort of spitting on some guns instead of iceberg hands. You know what I mean? And that's the same mentality, right? Because what Jake do, he just do on a lower level than Esau and the other nation. Because you are of your father, the devil.
All right.
So them pruning hooks and them plowshares is them spending money for agriculture, food, building the economy, and said, listen, fuck all of that shit. If we dead, we need guns, bullets, bombs. We need more soldiers. So people are more in that mentality with these different countries. And not just that, they're getting these guns and bullets, these guns, even these murders in these different cities has been rising. And I believe, some more judgment, but I believe the type weapons, even these pass down guns that Esau gave Jake, the type weapons and bullets that Jake got now is like, if you get hit with one of these shits, you like bound to bleed out. Like the design of them and these
hollow points
weapons, these little handguns, the new handguns though, not the old 38s and the 32 5 shots of the baby 9s. Like Jay got some more sophisticated street guns that just like killing people like off of like, yo, you don't want to mistakenly get shot with this. You know what I mean? But not just the gun, but the ammunition is like super deadly because Esau had reached his height. So even new weapons got even more deadlier. Like the most powerful revolver, like back then with us, was like the 44 or 44 Magnum or the 357. Yeah, people used to always respect, hood nigga, the 357. I got the 4-4. You know what I mean? Remember that Biggie song came around the corner with a Chrome 4-4, scream all 6 shots.
Hey.
But now what? They got the 500 mag. Know what I mean? They got the 480. Like, you see that 500 mag compared to like that's the new revolver. Compared to like a 44 now. 44 is still powerful. But like that 5, you like, damn. Know what I mean? So Esau, the point is, Esau has heightened his weaponry. So in this World War III, once it kick off, the death toll is going to be crazy. They're going to be dragging sodomites, transformers,
criminals.
They bring in everybody. They're going to open the jails up. Listen, if you go out there and come back, we're thinking about releasing you or cutting your time back. Because people are getting laid down. And the animosity between these countries is high. Like Iran's still mad about General Soleimani. They ain't forget about that. They still be marching and holding this picture up. And they had this little shit kicking off with Hezbollah, with the Houthis, and with Hamas. You know what I mean? So they still be like, yo, we still want vengeance for that shit. So the animosity has been running for years, and the technology of the weaponry is crazy. Not nukes. The nukes is bad. That'll wipe everything out. I'm just talking about basic conventional weapons like drones and shit like that.
Yeah.
So what's going down, man? You got that 5-1?
Oh, cause like you wanted
Second Ezra 5-1.
Second Ezra 5-1. I got you. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, and we're gonna start at the top. And it reads, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. And
they shall be. And that great number meaning the death rate is going to increase. Know what I mean? And that's what the Lord is bringing. Like each tragedy got its own death rate. Like, heart attacks got its rate. They kill a certain amount of people per year. You know what I mean? Earthquakes kill a certain amount of people per year. Gang violence kill a certain amount of people per year. And kidney failure kill a certain, so on and so on. So all these different categories that got death rates in them, the Lord is going to up it. Like the fentanyl. I was reading that the other time. I watch how fentanyl had a certain death rate, and each year it killed more and more and more people. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord up in the judgment. He said, what? People shall be taken in a great number, meaning that death toll and that death rate is going to increase drastically.
Mm-hmm. And the way of truth shall be hidden.
No, that's it. I just wanted that great number part. I just wanted that great number part.
Okay, let me just
to show that the death rate is going to be like greatly increasing. Because I want to pass it back. I want to finish this off in second. That's it on that?
No, it's on
and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. I just wanted to finish that.
Yeah, that's a finish shit. But I mainly wanted that they shall be taken in a great number.
Okay.
Finish that.
The back in second Ezra's 16 and 33. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yeah, so and that's what's going to bring in the Isaiah 4:1. 7 women shall take hold of one man, and I mean this and that. That might even kick in before that. I see that kicking in before that. That's what I'm saying. Poly is a future. You know what I mean? Because that's already like kicking in. It's on the left hand side with a lot of that threesome bullshit and all that. But a lot of that's kicking in already because a lot of these dudes bugged out. They don't got no masculine bone in their body. They're not working. They're not driven. And women are not turned on by soft pussies. You know what I mean? They like a dude with a little bit of edge to him. A little that got a little spunk to him, you know what I mean? So that's happening already. But now y'all brothers got it. I just wanted to touch on it.
The spirit of that Isaiah 4:1 rising because these hoes out here choosing up, man. They trying to be saved. They trying to get saved.
Yo, real shit. But they really trying to be saved for real, bro. Yeah, for real. Hey, I got one. If you ain't got one, bro, Sham y'all.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Con, what was that, bro?
Nah, you got it.
Okay, Con. This is second Ezra 13. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. I'm just skip to the point. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So not only this third world's war being the it's going to be basically the introduction to Yahushua and all of these armies, like y'all was talking about earlier. If you're in the army or if you're in the military right now, man, like either you are the elect and you're gonna be saved, or you're gonna be in it and you're gonna die. It's like it's either one or the other, man, because you're gonna be found to be fighting against Yahushua, you know, and having what's it called, the image of the beast, basically playing into the, you know, being directly like a Satirian or cop, military person, government or whatever. You really fighting. You're on the you're opposition to how about say y'all was shot. God, what was that, Elder?
Now I was trying to help you with the word you were struggling with.
Okay, Con, the water. Here it is right here, verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came in, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument. But I saw that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And that's both talking about the angels getting busy, and it's talking about that nuclear missiles, because he's basically going to be, the scripture said that the Lord is a fire, right? The Lord is going to put his spirit in these thermonuclear missiles to actually, that pain is going to be something else, man. He's going to keep people alive that, you know, is unlucky, you know what I'm saying, or just hated to be a part of that judgment, man. But y'all got it. I just wanted to bring that one up. Yep.
Nah, hey man, you know, that's the spirit. How long that been rocking out?
Hey, 45. If any brother good, we can just we can
we can probably just break. You know, I just want to link with brothers, keep it short and sweet. And hit a few points, on the movie and a few other things. And just keep the brotherly love going, because it's essential that, brothers link up and, keep in contact with each other. Sometimes we could be in our own zone so much that, for brothers to like socialize on a personal tip would be too much. But, we are required to do the work. So this is probably the Lord way of bringing brothers to, do it. So, I mean, other than that, I don't really got too much, but I ain't trying to force the spirit out. But you said you pretty much done, unless the brother want to bring something out.
Unless you made all your points on a movie, right? You touched everything.
I was just gonna bring that out a little bit, just to, a couple points on the movie, and basically, Jacob's Trouble in the that definition of predictive programming.
Oh yeah, you can hit that definition. You can hit that definition.
Yeah,
you gonna hit that definition?
Yeah, I'm about to get it now. Because basically, that's what they've been doing since, the Planet of the Apes, Terminator, and I'm talking about older movies. They've been, especially in the late 2020, 19, 21, they've been bringing out a lot of dystopian movies, which this means bad, and topia is a world, right? So they've been bringing out a lot of those movies, and what they're doing, because they operate off the sleight of hand, they operate off of witchcraft and sorcery. They're programming your minds, the people's minds, to actually look at it, and in your mind subconsciously, when it does happen, you will be more prepared. You're like, oh, I saw this movie. Oh, this ain't nothing new. This, you know what I'm saying? I seen this on Planet of the Apes. So I see this on the Don't Take the World With You. Oh, I've been ready for this. I've seen many movies like this, but they're really gonna do it, and that's basically
my bad. That's their hidden in plain sight. That's their side of their left-handed side of being prophets or prophesying, hidden in plain sight. They show you their plans and agendas before they actually do them. So when it happens, you take it as normal. Oh, I've seen this already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a predictive program. It's hard to find a definition. I put in definition, they drag me all over the place. That's how they're trying to hide something. This is predictive coding. In neuroscience, predictive coding, also known as predictive processing, is a theory of brain function which postulates that the brain is constantly generating and updating a mental model of the environment. So that's not it, but they're pretty much putting you in this sort of thought process when you watching these movies of what's to come, because these movies be feeling so real, right? Like when I was a kid, I remember I used to watch like the Spider-Man movies or like the action movies, and I used to think I was in the movie in real life after the movie. You know what I'm saying? I jump off this motherfucker. I jump on this motherfucker right now.
Especially watching the Rocky movies.
Yup. Damn, bro. This is they selling me on this definition.
When brothers looked it up, they probably snatched that going on.
For sure. Only thing I'm looking at predictive coding. But yeah, basically.
So how you try to look up Esau?
I got you. Predictive programming increases the public's acceptance of planned future events.
That's exactly what I wanted, bro, because
a little bit more says predictive programming is the practice of government and other higher authorities that use feature films and books to increase public acceptance of planned future events.
The water, brother, you saved me. I was going crazy just now. Appreciate that, bro. Hey, so yeah, that's why they have movies like this, and they got more movies coming. I think that movie Civil War supposed to be dropping next year, right?
What
Civil War.
Oh, Khan. I thought you was talking about what is it? Captain America shit.
Oh no, they got an actual movie. Look in the chat, bro. They got an actual movie. I think.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Civil War. Yeah.
Yeah. And the scriptures.
Next year.
Hey, the scriptures talk about what in second Esdras 15 one people shall fight against another. I mean, what is it? I'm actually get it. I don't want to butcher it.
Yeah, that's 15. One people shall stand and fight against another with swords in
Yeah.
their hand.
Yep. And it's gonna be a civil war, man, a class war, because they totally obliterated the middle class. So either you got it or you don't. You ain't got it, man. And the ones that got it, hey, they trillionaires, whatever's after that. You know what I'm saying? The high level elites or whatnot. But here's a Second Ezra chapter 15, going straight to the point. It was right 16. Yeah, verse 15. Well, 14. Woe to the world, which woe means destruction, and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one what was that?
No, I ain't saying that. We ain't saying that.
Oh, okay. Salak. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And when you looked at that movie, it basically was total anarchy. Whoever had the biggest gun or whoever had the resources basically was the ones that were sought after and were the ones that are able to, basically protect themselves. So, in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it's going to be anarchy, total lawlessness. Ain't going to be worried. Ain't going to be no police force then,
Hey, dude who had the shotgun in the movie, if you peeped it,
Yeah.
she was watching him by all those waters. So he already was up on game.
Yep.
Cause she like, damn, why the fuck this dude like? Cause she bought like some bullshit from the grocery store, but dude was loading the pickup truck up with all the waters.
Con, I just wanted to add that. I think that would be a good point if brothers don't have anything else. Second is 15 or whatnot. That's all I had.
Oh yeah, well I wanted to add, since you had another quick point. Brought up the Civil War. America is the shadow of Rome. The deadly wound was healed. He had power to paint the image of the beast.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I was going to say, when you go back to old Rome, Rome had 2 civil wars. You know what I mean? So we already had one, and now we're going into the second civil war. So, but Rome, it's a known fact that Rome had 2 civil wars, and if America is Rome all over again, coming up in the deadly wound was healed, the 10 toes and NATO and all that. We gotta get into the breakdown. But brothers know they know. Brothers in the know. But for the record, Rome had 2 civil wars, so we definitely bound for another one. But this one ain't gonna be over like niggas and the workforce and shit like that. This shit gonna be super turned up. Like you said, class wars. It's gonna be like big stuff, and they just gonna be like Esau fighting each other over Jake. You know what I mean?
Hey, that was a beautiful point. I didn't know that there was 2 civil wars in Rome, and that makes perfect sense, man. And this second one that's about to come, because wow, okay, yeah. You learn something.
When you get a chance, type it up and look into it. Probably
I'm definitely gonna do that.
Grab some more information on it.
I'm definitely gonna do that because I'm cooking up a lesson about the similarities of Rome, and now they had the FBI, fast food. So that's another tidbit I could throw in there. Yep. Brother Shamyar, you got anything?
Nah, that was it.
All right, come on, Elder, you good?
I just want to drop that Rome point because I know you had mentioned class wars and all that. It's have to definitely add that one of the characteristics of Rome that if you want to get a good book, is online for about $14. It's Cullen Murphy, R.E. Rome. R.E. Rome, America, the Fallen Empire by Cullen Murphy. It says R.E. Rome. So it's a book. It got like maybe thousands of comparisons to America and Rome. I mean, I think it's like black and red. My phone just like died, but yeah, you can check that out. Colin Murphy.
Yeah, I got it right here. It came right up. It came right up.
Yeah, how much?
Yeah. $5.99. Well, $16.48.
Yeah, but like for that book, man, for a brother in the spirit, I'm surprised Esau ain't jacked that up. But that's definitely in my arsenal. I ain't even read all of it, but it breaks it down hard, brother. I'm talking about hard. So like you looking at all those comparisons, that's a whole book. It's about 300 pages, but it gets into it, brother.
Wow, I'm definitely about to copy this. I need to do better with getting certain literature that links up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Certain things like collector's item. We know the truth is the ultimate book, but to have those other books that get into those nooks and crannies definitely help out. You know, the Lord said, "Blessed is he that readeth." So.
Elder Malcolm will be having a lot of books, man. Who is Edom and all that. I think that shit like $1,000 now, ain't it? Who is Edom?
Yeah, Who is Esau Edom by Charles A. White.
Yeah, that shit like 3 bands, bro. I'm like, oh. But hey, if brother's good, Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honor to our elders, our apostles, a great millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.